podcast is rated PG-13. Parents strongly cautioned. Some material may be inappropriate for children under 13.
Mission 250.
I hope you guys practiced your Sean Connery impressions. Do you have them?
No. Did you?
Yeah, I did.
You got one?
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, you're going to win then.
Yes.
Because you practiced in front of the mirror, didn't you?
Yeah, you probably did.
And
Yeah,
I recorded myself
okay.
and played it back over and over again.
Oh, boy. And made Naomi critique you?
No, just myself.
And the cats.
Well, they're always judging.
Yes.
Welcome to the Mission 250 Filmcast, where we are watching the best movies ever made. According to IMDb, our website is mission250filmcast.com. We have the list frozen there since August 2016. You can go there and see what movies are coming up next. I'm one of your hosts, Stenny, and joining me are
John?
And TC.
And this week, he sounds alive and happy to be alive.
Yeah. Yeah. What?
This week,
That's right.
we are watching number 102, which is the 1989 movie Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, directed by
Read
Steven
the
Spielberg.
synopsis in Sean Connery impression. Go.
There you go.
In 1938, after his father, Professor Henry Jones, sir,
It's so
goes
bad.
missing, goes missing
so
while
bad.
pursuing the
It's
Holy
just
Grail.
so bad.
Professor Henry Indiana Jones finds himself up against Adolf Hitler's Nazis.
Oh, my
He gets to
God.
stop them from
this is
obtaining its
really
powers.
bad.
I told you
Oh,
guys it was
Denny.
good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wait, well done. I love how you still can't do senior. But,
I brought it in. Shaw.
Sir.
Shaw.
Henry Jones Jr. Shaw. General Shaw.
Sure.
Wasn't that from The Rock?
Sure.
General Shaw.
Yep.
Well, this
Who
week
goes
it's my
first?
turn to go first, you guys.
Oh, that's
what I was
good. Thank God.
Trying to ask you, but I kept interrupting you. And
Oh,
said,
yeah.
Go then. Go.
Oh, I love this movie, you guys.
Aw.
I was raised on this
Aw.
movie. I think it was like one of the first movies I
Really?
remember watching.
This movie raised you? Like you were just left in the room with it
Yeah,
for months on end?
actually, I was so young, I thought Indiana Jones was my dad for a bit, and I thought
Yeah.
Sean Connery was
River
my
Phoenix
grandfather.
was your brother.
Yeah.
Hey, Dad, you don't seem like him. What's going on there?
I mean, he
you
wears
be like-
those tweed coats with like the
Well, like
patches
him?
on the elbows. My dad used to do
Oh,
that.
nice.
That was a style teacher thing back in the 80s, apparently.
Did he ignore
True.
you too?
True.
You know, for
No,
his
not
career?
quite.
Oh.
But the dad didn't really seem like he ignored him that much anyway. I don't know. This movie would be hard for me to review because, like I said, it's one of like the first movies I ever saw. I remember I think this movie shocked me into being aware of my own consciousness. And I'm not even joking because one of my
That's really
earliest
weird.
memories was watching this movie and running out of the room screaming when the guy's face fucking melts at the end of this movie when he drinks out of the wrong grail.
That's when you woke up.
That's
huh?
that's like when I try to look back at old memories. I remember running like the house I lived in until I was very young. I remember what it looked like in that living room and running out of that room through the door because I saw the face melting scene in this movie.
Wow.
And then I remembered literally every single moment after that. It's been hell.
That was it.
Non-stop.
Damn you.
Plays
Damn
over in
movie.
his
You
dreams
can still
every
think about
night.
it.
It's fucking horrible.
You can still be blissfully unconscious were it not for this film.
Yes. Like most Americans.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great. I think this is like the best casting ever. Sean Connery and Harrison Ford is like the father-son duo. They
Yeah.
had like humor and emotion into the characters that wasn't really there in the other ones, even though I'm a huge fan of like this franchise overall, if you don't include the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, because I don't think that one
Right.
counts really. I don't know if you guys have seen that
Nope.
one or I don't know how familiar. I actually
Right.
have no idea how familiar you are with this franchise, either of you. I know TC didn't know.
Nah,
I've
I've seen
you saw
all.
it or
I've
not.
seen
not
all of them
familiar.
several times, with the exception of the last one, which I regrettably saw once.
Yes, I'm in the same boat for that one. But yeah, I mean, in terms of like action movies, this one kind of early on does the thing where it's like it tells you what it's going to be, and if you're accepting of that, then it's great because it's like it's not super realistic. I think the first
Nah.
silly thing that happens is that Indiana like punches two guys with one punch in the face and like knocks them both out on that boat.
Right.
You're like, all right, if I bought that was funny and cool, and this is the kind of movie it's going to be. So
You get the video game like punch sound too,
yeah,
which I love. That like potato
Yeah.
chip bags.
Yeah, and like cars fall off a cliff and it just explode instantly, and
Yeah.
a boat gets slightly crushed between two other boats and just explodes. pretty
Yeah.
sure that stuff doesn't happen. You know, I'm no boat scientist.
Oh yeah,
but
but it's they put the touches on it that are fun. It's very amusing. Like they're gonna have a wheel roll by if a car explodes.
yeah.
Or they'll have his hat roll back to him, and I think that it just seems so whimsical. It's great.
It's the music, I think, that makes it whimsical. It's always just like
that's
high
it,
little
yeah.
flutes and stuff. You know, it's like they
Yeah.
almost just died, but then John Williams comes in and is like, hey, he'll never die. He's Indiana Jones. Don't worry.
Yeah,
True.
Yeah, the music, man. This is like top John Williams soundtrack.
Do you think better than Star Wars?
I think it's equal to Star Wars. I think
Hmm.
I think the only thing Star Wars has on this one is that it has like 4 different ones that are equally as good as this one, and this one kind of relies on that one. I don't know what you call it.
The one movement or whatever the hell.
Yeah, whenever he does something super cool and
yep.
gets away, and then starts running away after like giving people a
Yeah.
look, the music kicks on,
Yeah,
and you're
yeah.
like, yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, that theme. Yeah.
Yeah.
Star Wars has a couple. It has like the Empire's theme, which is really good, and yeah, so it has a number of more distinct parts to it.
Yeah.
That's a fair point.
And there's like a decent amount of trivia in this movie too, which is
Nice.
gonna be fun. But yeah, I don't know. Do I keep going? I don't feel like I haven't gone first in a long time. Should I just keep talking?
Yeah, if you'd like to
Yep.
gush for a while longer, it's
You
nice to
sure
hear.
should.
The real locations, man. This movie also makes me miss real locations and real special effects and practical special effects and matte paintings and weird visual tricks where they, I don't know, they do like weird shit where they layer on visual stuff. I don't even know how they do it, but
No, but it sounded like a lot of work too. Like they would like they had or they built a tank, for example.
yeah, they had 2 tanks.
Yeah, so
Kind
they
of looks
built
like
2
a tank
tanks.
though when he was in the water there swimming, looking for the life.
Oh, I
whatever
mean
that
like
was.
the actual tanks on treads.
Oh, I thought they like built like water tanks. 'Cause I
No,
thought they
well,
was.
I don't
Oh,
know
they
about
did. They did do
Fake-ass
that
shit.
too.
Did they do that too?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that rat scene was in a stage or whatever.
Tanks and tanks. then.
Okay. So tanks on tanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And dude,
Got
those
it.
are all real
Copy.
rats for most of the shots. They had like fake mechanical rats when they lit the little channel thing on fire. Those are all little robot
They
rats.
didn't want to burn real rats, so they burned robot
Right,
rats.
they couldn't.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them might have wanted to, but they weren't allowed to, really, is what it was.
That's
They had
fair.
like rat
Right.
breeders who bred rats the entire time. They had 2,000 rats approximately on the set.
Wow.
One of the questions for the lead actress is the person they wanted as the lead Nazi character there couldn't do the movie because she said no to the "can we throw
The
rats on
rats.
you" question. She's like,
Whoa.
no, I can't. No, really? No. And you're like, well,
It's actually
No. But like, can we? No.
it's just like 10.
Ah, come
what if it's just like
on.
10? Can we do that?
Yeah.
They're going to be,
It's like,
bred, no
try
diseases.
one. Try
yeah, they're
one
they're
first.
they're very tame. They're cute.
They're
Come on.
cute. They're little pets. They're very friendly, actually.
No. No.
Okay.
No.
At least they asked right up front. That's very nice. It wasn't like Kubrick maybe, who might have just
Yeah.
wanted
Hey,
to
look,
get
think
the
fast.
done it.
And just throws
the
right
more-
at it.
to
Right.
get that more genuine horror reaction that they wanted.
Oh, yeah. That's actually a better idea. That's why Kubrick was the master, right? You get them to sign the contract and they can't escape if they want their money. So you get to put
Yeah.
rats on them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
What?
That's why everyone hated working with Kubrick, and Steven Spielberg seems like a very nice guy.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, we're gonna throw rats on you. Would that be okay?
Hey,
no, my God,
just
no.
have a
All right,
seat.
okay,
Let's talk it
no
through.
problem.
Yeah, let's
I have
talk
no
it
TC,
through.
would you have a problem with that in reality?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. John, would you?
Yeah.
If I got to be in a movie and get paid lots of money, I don't know. I think I'd be okay with the rats.
Yeah.
I think
might
it'd be
even
hard.
like it.
I think it'd
I
be,
kind of like rats.
I think it'd
Yeah.
be tough because like either be like the first couple takes where you'd just be getting used to it, you know what I mean? And they would suck. And you'd like have to get used to it of them like
Yeah.
throwing them on you. Fuck that, dude.
Yeah,
My
'cause
first,
they bite,
fuck,
you-
my
you
first
get
4
thrown
takes
on.
would be like, God damn it, fuck. All right, I'm ready this time. I'm ready this time. I swear to God, I'm ready this time.
No, it's
Fuck,
good. Use
fuck
that. Use that.
Fuck
Use
this.
that.
Fuck
No,
that. I can't do this.
TC.
I can't do this.
Could you be less street, please? I mean, you can be upset, but we don't want. Don't be Boston, okay?
All right. Go. Fuck. Nope, can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do
No,
it.
it's
I
not.
can't do it. Right.
All right, guys,
Yeah.
here's the deal. We either go R-rated or we get rid of the rats. One of the two.
Yeah. And then it goes
Yeah.
smash cut to like 3 hours later. Fuck,
Right.
nope. I told you I can't fucking do this. Pacing
You'll
back
just
and
have
forth.
to do voiceover of darn.
The lips
Ow.
aren't matching up with the
Eek.
sounds.
It doesn't. It seems weird. Yeah. He
There's
looks
just
like he's saying fuck. Is he saying fuck?
They just put like a floating rat in front of your mouth so they can't see that it's not synced up.
There you go.
Classic
Yeah.
movie.
I don't
That's
know.
right.
I don't think I could handle it. You guys think you could handle that?
Absolutely. That would not bother me at all.
Yeah,
Oh,
snakes. How about diving into the pit of snakes? Because that also happens.
If they were tame, like
That-
those I could do that too, I think.
because they're not
Why?
poisonous.
'Cause they don't
and-
bite?
Yeah.
Even if they did bite, if they weren't like I assume they weren't poisonous. and they were probably trained. So I don't know. Yeah, I'd do that. Sure.
Trained snakes, Denny. You got trained snakes.
Oh,
huh?
you got fucking trained snakes. You ever watch those? Like, what's his name?
Get out
Guy
of
go on like Conan
town.
O'Brien. He brings that giant snake on and lets Conan hold it for a little while.
That snake is naturally tame.
Is that his name? Hannah?
know?
Something?
I just figured that snake was born with weird genetic
Do you think they gave him a little snake lobotomy?
Hey, I'm a little sedative before the show,
Happy snakes.
Yeah.
I gave him
We only
speed
make
instead
happy
of
snakes.
sedatives.
Well, hey, I
Fucking
guess if they're
zipping
all
around.
happy snakes, if they've
Yeah.
all been modified, put them
They're
all
like
in,
kissing, but they're sniggering.
They
so
really
they're
love
you.
They're all stoned.
Yeah.
Stoned happy snakes. Nice.
Would you get into a pit of stoned happy snakes?
Yeah, it'd
Maybe.
be fine.
Yeah.
That I might get. I might be on board. Wait,
Dude,
so
there's
how
a
much
human
weed do
in
they
here.
eat a day?
You could just lay down in them with your own joint and just blow smoke into their face.
Yeah.
And they'd love you.
They would love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like right up. Yeah, this sounds like a great life.
What I couldn't do is I couldn't do spiders or like centipedes
Oh no,
or anything like that.
No way.
Those
Fuck
would be
you.
rough. Those
Yeah.
would be rough. There's what movie did we have the bugs? Oh, that was Pan's Labyrinth, but those are all digitized, weren't they?
Which bugs? Which part was that?
That was when they were They were in the tunnel in Pan's
Oh, yeah.
Labyrinth.
Yeah, those are all digital. But if you watch like Temple of Doom in this franchise, there's like that scene where they
Oh.
go into that room with all the crunchy bugs.
There's a massive bug scene in that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
They call it the creepy crawly scenes. There's one in each one of these movies. In the Raiders of the Lost Ark, it was the snake scene where they get lowered into that
Oh,
giant
not
old
doing it.
tomb and it's just
Yeah.
crawling with snakes.
That one
Yeah, I'm
was
good.
crazy.
Yeah,
I
buddy.
am good. I am
Yeah.
good.
Camera movements are freaking awesome in this movie. Cinematography is awesome. Sounds good. It looks good. It freaking smells good. I can smell the goddamn leather on his back. I want to wear those clothes. I want to look as cool as Indiana Jones. He's my goddamn idol. That's what I'm saying. I grew up when I was 4. I want to be fucking Indiana Jones. I have a whip
Hey.
in my house. I whip it, and I'm not very good at it. So I'm not
And
allowed
it
to
hits
whip
you
it
in the
very
face.
frequently.
Does it hit you in the face too?
It does. Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually how I give myself haircuts.
Did you ever yell at your dad? It belongs
We
in the
noticed.
museum.
I love sticking it to Nazis. Come on. Gotta love sticking it to Nazis. That's pretty much all I got. I'm just
that's
rambling
easy.
now.
Yeah. Oh, that's fine.
But yeah, I
Yeah.
love this movie. Who wants to ramble with me? Anybody?
Sure. Well, have you
loves
seen
it?
this?
I
You
mean-
saw this before, hadn't you, TC?
I'm indifferent. I had not seen this before. No, and I think
Oh.
my biggest issue with this movie, and it's
Yeah,
not
man,
a
issue.
bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's just that I think I grew up going to the amusement park. That's the only way I know this Indiana Jones. So like for me, it was like being at Universal Studios or something. It was weird
Oh,
Oh.
because like I'm
You
so
saw
like
that
the only
live
time I
the performance
like
thing
the
at
only
Universal?
time I ever saw it when I was a kid, the only time I ever watched anything Indiana Jones was like seeing things at amusement parks when we go in Florida.
Oh.
Weird.
If there was so like it just seemed like I don't know. I was having not a hard time getting into it because it is Denny. All those things you mentioned are relatively true. I mean,
Relatively.
great. I mean, it's it's a cookie cutter type movie. It's
But it made the cookie cutter.
yeah, it's exactly right. So I could see that. I mean, it was good, well skilled movie.
Yes.
production wise, looked good. Like you said, smelled great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just for me. I was having a hard time because I wasn't. I was just thinking back about being a kid and going to like Orlando studios, being
Right,
like,
a whole different memory.
Oh, weird.
yeah, right.
Sitting-
Like a
thinking,
whole different memory.
waiting in
Right.
line.
I'm in line. I'm sweating. I'm not happy. You know.
So lunchtime, yeah.
I'd rather go on Jaws. But my brother won't go
Aw.
on it because he's so scared. He's crying. So we're going to fucking some Indiana Jones thing.
How old are you in this
2.5
memory?
hours over here. No, I don't know. I was probably like 8, 9, something like that. I don't know. Yeah, I just have a whole different memory of fucking Indiana Jones because I never watched any of them, and I didn't like.
Oh.
Were they books too before? Or comic books?
No,
were they anything before this? Just
they
movies.
They're based on. I mean, they're
From the
inspired
brain
by
of
these
George
old-
Lucas.
Well, and
It's a
Spielberg.
George Lucas. Okay.
But they're inspired by these old action serials that. So there's a bit of a style to them then that was borrowing from. I don't know. I have no idea what any example of those are, but
And Spielberg said that he always wanted to direct a James Bond movie, so this was his
right,
form of that
Huh.
sort of.
right, which is
I mean,
why
that
they,
makes
they were
sense.
excited
That
to get
makes
Sean
sense.
Connery on board.
Yeah, they were the first pick. They had been floating the idea of bringing in his father for a while, and they're like, if we do that, it's got to be Sean Connery because he's James Bond.
Do you know? I think what was he like? And he was only like 14 years older than
13
Harrison Ford.
years older. Yeah.
Yeah,
But he looks a lot older.
he does. Yeah,
He's got the no hair going on. He's got the white hair going on.
He does. Yeah.
He might have had hair at that time. Maybe what they did is they just thinned it out so that it would help with the looking older bit.
He was going bald before that. Wasn't he bald in Zardoz?
Well, I think he was hairless in Zardoz.
No, he had a friggin' ponytail, dude.
And he had a ponytail, but
look
he was
up the picture from him in Zardoz, man.
Yeah, I don't want to.
And that was 15 years before. You ever heard of Zardoz, TC?
No.
Look up Zardoz and go to images.
Zardoz. How do you even spell that?
It's Sean Connery in a red diaper.
Yeah.
Oh, D-O-Z? Okay, I got D-A-S on there. Oh, Jesus Christ, look at that.
It is a very, very strange film.
How about that pose, huh?
How about
Holy
James Bond
shit.
himself in a red diaper?
Holy shit, dude. What is with this movie?
It is a weird, weird movie.
When was is this like one of his first ones or what?
No, this is
I think
after
it was
James Bond.
after Bond.
So why did he do this?
Good question.
We're
Too
gonna have
many
to
drugs
derail
in the
for a second,
70s,
folks.
maybe?
This is weird.
Yeah.
It is a very, very strange film.
Yeah, the movie is even more
Zardoz.
strange than the pictures.
Fucking James Bond himself in a red diaper. Look at that. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So, good rebound. He came back and he did this movie.
Yep.
And it was like, I thought he was hilarious. I laughed at like almost half the things he said. Could be because
But
I'm
you're
partial
telling me
to
I
it.
have to wear the suit. I can't do it either.
Yeah.
I can't fight. It's a tough accent.
It is.
Yeah, I don't have a Connery. Shit.
That's okay. Not many people do.
I have a Timmy, but not a
Good
Connery.
Mm.
You know?
Timmy never made it to be in
Timmy
a
never got
Spielberg
a
movie in
shot.
his career, though.
Timmy
Yeah.
never got a chance.
No,
Timmy.
poor Timmy.
Timmy tried, but Timmy never got a shot.
Actually, he
Timmy
did get a
could've
shot,
been.
but he fucked it up because he's out of control.
He got a shot, but then he took a shot.
Yeah.
You know? And that was the end of that. Yeah.
Are you drunk? No.
No, I'm fucking good. What are you talking about? Fuck you. Huh?
Timmy.
Huh? Timmy.
Timmy, this is
This is a
serious.
kids'
This is costing
this is a
people
kids'
money.
movie.
Yeah. Get him out. Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
Anyway.
Anyway, John, what about
Yes. Oh, I love this film. I was older when I saw it, of course, but I very much loved it at the time too, and really liked Indiana Jones. And really, I saw the film like in the theater. I think maybe 3 times.
you? Yes.
So
How many times have you done that with a movie?
not many, but it was just so entertaining and fun. And really, it's really Sean Connery and Harrison Ford, their interactions. There's the scenes where they're escaping from the Nazis that I just love it every time I see it, where Indiana Jones will do something like he thinks is heroic and he'll look to his dad for his approval, and his dad will like shrug it off or be annoyed, and he'll look pissed. And they do that like 3 different times, and I love it every time.
Yeah.
I think again, as you said, they both are acting so well, and bring their interactions bring like humor to the role. It's their interactions that make it really funny, because Raiders of the Lost Ark, the first one, is really good, but it doesn't have the humor like this.
It's
does.
darker, really dark.
Yeah, he has some sort of comedic moments there, but they're not like this, and that's what this film really, I think, how it really stands out from the other two is just the comedic moments between the two of them are really funny. And I just like the dynamic of it.
When they're
I didn't
sitting
like
in the
the-
friggin' fireplace and they spin completely around, and he goes,
Yeah.
"Our situation is not improved."
Yes, I know, Dad.
It's like we're literally about to die. How are you joking right now?
Yeah, why are you spending time
Yeah, we
on
got fire on this side. We got 30
Right.
Nazis on this side. This is
Right.
bad.
I mean, Harrison's Ford, and that's just, it's the combo, like where Connery's like deadpan and Harrison Ford is exasperated. And it just works really well. It's really funny. I didn't really care for, I remember, it might be because I've seen this enough, but the more I get tired of the early years sequence at the beginning.
Oh, what?
I'm so much happier when Harrison Ford shows up. I don't know. It's okay. It's just, I'm much happier when it's like, all right, here's Indiana Jones now. So, yeah. Do you really love that first part?
I do, and I was trying to think of why. I'm just thinking now, like, why do I like it? Because I can kind of see why you might not, because it's not, I mean, you love this franchise for Harrison Ford's Indiana Jones, basically.
Yep.
But I thought that River Phoenix did such a good job acting like him. He had like kind of the same mannerisms. I just liked seeing him as a kid, and
It's
how he
fine,
had
I
these
guess, yeah.
ideals and how he was like introduced to this corrupt
Like,
world at an
You
early
see
age.
how it's all shaped? Yeah.
Yeah, and like his father was there, and that, I mean, it just opens up. Without that scene, you wouldn't have had the father there, because it would have been an abrupt thing to just like not have that scene and then all of a sudden introduce Indiana Jones' father.
All of a sudden, and here's his dad. No, it works. It makes sense. I just remember.
I really like that chase scene too when they go through the freaking
the train one.
Zoo animals. Like that is just fun to watch. It's like pretty silly and some of it doesn't look very real, but like I don't know. It's a lot of ideas in a short period of time, and it's shot really well. I thought the close calls looked like actual close calls. It didn't look like people slowing down because they were going to catch up to him or something. You know what I mean? It looked like a real chase scene.
I think I'm just going to be happy that for once I was less entertained by the beginning of a movie.
Yeah, there you go. Because it gets better as it goes on.
I think.
Well,
so.
he was wide. He must have been well rested.
Yeah, maybe so.
It's possible.
I had stamina, and so I was bored at first. But it's still good. I think I was maybe I was just watching it going, man, I don't like this as much as I remember. And then once it shifts over back to Harrison Ford, it's like, oh yeah, now I remember. I like this.
He's just so damn likable.
He is. He's so charismatic.
You just don't like River Phoenix, you monster.
River
Phoenix.
young Indiana.
Yeah. No, I know. You liked him in Stand By Me. I'm just joking.
Yes.
But you guys went quiet, so I have to talk again.
I was like, oh, yeah.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
He's tragically dead. I don't know. I don't want to.
He's Joaquin's brother who died when he was like
the club that Johnny Depp was at. That whole scene.
Drugs. He did like a drug cocktail that killed him.
Hey, I like that. It's a good cocktail. It tastes good, you know.
Yeah, you got Timmy. Shut the fuck up,
Timmy.
You insensitive bastard.
Yeah, you know, it's a good way to go out, you know.
Well, I guess so.
Who's this?
Anyway, I don't know, fucking, old Worcester guy.
Old Worcester guy.
Yeah, he's a landscaper. He's 30 years in. He's retired. His son now takes care of the business. They live in the South End, but not really. It's right off the fucking beaten path of the Bostonians. You know what? Anyway,
sounds like you might know a couple people that are exactly like that.
Hey,
Old guy from Worcester.
no
Not a chance.
Yeah, right. Anyway, moving on.
Go on, John. What else you got?
What else? I don't think I have a lot. All the practical effects are impressive. Some of the sort of green screen stuff shows its age a little.
Like what?
Like with the planes and stuff. You kind of like get the sense.
Isn't it still better than CG though? Come on.
Oh, it's different. It's still it just shows its age a little. I think that they can do that in a more polished manner now, CG or not. Even the practical effects are a little better nowadays. But again, very great. Jonathan Rhys Davies. I love his character in these movies. Even though he's just more like a kind of a token appearance here.
Dude, problem with him, and this isn't going to hit any of you really, maybe, I don't know, maybe John, but he's in the Lord of the Rings movies. He's the...
he's Gimli.
Yeah, but he's the, have you heard stories about him from those movies?
Oh, no.
He didn't like being in those movies. He was the only one who didn't like being in those movies, and you can kind of tell in the second and third ones.
In the Lord of the Rings movies?
Yeah.
Or the
Lord of the Rings movies.
I didn't.
He wanted to be
this.
somebody else, and I can't remember. We'll get into it when we get to those movies. But like, he's really tall. He's like 6'3" or something, and he's kind of famous. And he was cast as the dwarf, and he was pissed about that the entire time. The entire cast of Lord of the Rings got tattoos saying Lord of the Rings, and he was the only one who didn't get it.
Dang,
so whenever I
don't want
see
to
him
hear
now,
bad things about old John.
Whenever I see him now, dude, I'm just like, you're the fucking stick in the mud in Lord of the Rings. Fuck you. But I kind of agree. He's pretty good in these movies.
That's fair.
It's just hard
he just seems so happy, and he's really great in Raiders of the Lost Ark. He's kind of the comic relief almost. I don't know if I got much more to say. I mean, there is a lot of interesting history on the
What do you think about the whole religious aspect of the movie?
The whole movie is so silly, you don't even take that seriously. So at least from my perspective, it's like this is all just, you get things blowing up, you get hats rolling in the dirt and tires flying by. So it doesn't matter. I mean, I don't take any of that seriously anyway. So then it's like, you throw the Holy Grail in, it doesn't matter. So
isn't it kind of weird how just casually at the end of most of these movies, all of these movies except for, I don't know,
Temple of Doom was not religious. Really.
Well, it kind of was. It wasn't like a popular religion, but it was a religion that worked because voodoo existed, and you could rip somebody's heart out and they could survive afterwards.
That was like dark evil magic or
That's
whatever.
Still
right?
I mean, what's religion? If it works, it's a fucking religion.
It is, but it wasn't. It wasn't like overlapping with like an existing modern or an existing well-known.
That's what I was thinking,
kind of
man. So that's why I kind of like Raiders and TC. It doesn't matter because you'll forget this piece of conversation anyway by the time we get to Raiders.
Oh, yeah.
Raiders is also like a Christian movie. There's the Ark of the Covenant in it, and at the end, like it pretty much
That's more Old Testament stuff. That's like Jewish as well. So
okay, well either way, you have to like it. God exists in these movies. Like he is an actual character. But I don't know, man. It doesn't really bug me that much either. But in the fourth one, there's aliens at the end, which is kind of more like, it's probably a higher chance that aliens would come down and do something weird to us than God in my, you know what I mean? Like, depends on your perspective. But I buy these first one and third one more for some reason.
Oh yeah, I agree. No, I agree. It's just because it fits in you just buy the world that they're in, and so you're like, okay, I'm along with the ride, so I don't care. And it's not being preachy about anything, or it's more like. It's the same way as if like a movie brought in Greek gods or something like that, or something that's like an important mythology to some people, and just brought it in and made it real, and it just works in this kind of fantastic action sort of scenario. So it's just like, yeah, you go with it, and you buy it, right? So, or at least I do, and with both Raiders of the Lost Ark, this one, I'm not annoyed in the slightest.
And I mean, there are actual old religious artifacts that exist. They're not like enchanted or anything, but the fact that it's kind of just like a small step, it's at least like if you don't think about it too hard, and the movie kind of helps you not think about it too hard because it like throws it at you so fast, and just also has tanks and fucking skeletons and crazy 1,000-year-old knights and all that stuff. Yeah, it works pretty good.
Oh yeah,
nice.
But it was going to be like I don't know, it's rewritten like 5 times.
Yeah.
Like it was going to be like originally George Lucas was like wanting a haunted mansion kind of story.
Yeah, there's a Scottish ghost.
Yeah. And then Chris Columbus got a hold of the script, and it was going to be
the reason they didn't do the haunted mansion is because Spielberg just did Poltergeist with Christopher Columbus.
Right. And then it was like when the other treatment was going to be like it was about like the Fountain of Youth. And then it was rewritten yet again. It was about like, what was it?
It's about Forbidden Peaches.
Forbidden Peaches, yes, of course.
Right.
That's the go-to of everybody.
It's apparently an ancient Chinese myth or whatever, where it's kind of like the Fountain of Youth. It's a peach.
Okay. Well, I didn't know it was like a common thing because I've never heard of it
common
before.
In
like,
Chinese culture, yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, the Garden of Immortal Peaches. Of
there
course.
You go.
Like, there you go.
Sure. Hey, we have apples, whatever. It's all pretty stupid if you ask me, but...
Just, I don't know how well that title would have been up there on the billboard. Indiana Jones and the Garden of Immortal Peaches.
Sounds pretty sick to me, actually.
Yeah, it doesn't sound very good.
It's not so bad. There was a Monkey King at one point that was involved in some of the earlier rewrites. This got rewritten a lot by like 5 different people.
Yeah. They were afraid of this title because what was the fucking Holy Grail? The Monty Python and the Search for the Holy Grail? Whatever the fuck it was. Why do I keep thinking it's a search? Is that what it is? It's just Holy Grail. Is it?
Monty Crichton, I don't know.
Monty Python and the Python Grail. Holy Grail.
Is this Monty Python and the Holy Grail is all it is.
Okay, so they were afraid that was going to, people were going to think it was a comedy.
Oh, fair enough.
But they somehow...
Way to go, Monty Python. They've totally cheapened the whole mythology just by one movie.
Good job, guys. Yeah. All right, so I'll throw up some questions here. What do you guys think?
Sure. I don't have much else to say. This is just a really entertaining film. I'm sorry that you got like these bad Universal Studios memories associated with it.
Casey's all like, Mom, I'm hungry. It's 11:30. Can we go to the food stand? I want to get one of the hot dogs. No, I brought sandwiches. You said you only have to bring sandwiches. It saves money. I don't give a shit. I want a hot dog.
You said you wanted to wait in line. We're waiting in line.
He should have got potty before he got in line. Now we're not going to get out of line.
You got to learn these things. I don't care what you think. You can't just say you don't need to go. You know you need to go. I mean, we've all had this conversation with our parents.
Now, honey, I'm going to put more sunscreen on you. It's been 2 hours. No, Mom, no. I just put it on. You get a sunburn. Remember last time?
It stings my eyes. It stings my eyes.
Being a kid at a theme park was kind of a mixed bag.
Yeah,
it was. It could be really good or really bad.
It was always both.
Anywhere.
I mean, I always had decent. Well, I always had like 2 younger siblings too to watch and wrangle.
And you were young yourself if you were 8.
Yeah, well then, but even still, because a lot of my experiences was when I was a little older and they were younger.
Okay,
so, my early.
So you really wanted to go to Jaws, and you're like, "Fucking goddamn it!"
Why Jack wouldn't get on the fucking thing.
God damn it, Jack!
He refused. He'd start to sob as soon as he'd see the fucking. The thing, man. We'd get like 20 feet out. He'd start sobbing, just crying. No, awesome. I don't want to go on the boat. I don't like boats. The whole fucking thing. He's still like that. I don't know.
He doesn't like boats?
Dude. He hates boats. He cannot stand going on boats.
Is it because of Jaws?
Probably.
Had he seen Jaws before that, or is it just the shark that scared him?
It's the shark.
Hey, That would I would be if I was younger, I'd be spooked about that ride too, because there'd be water.
Oh
right?
yeah, and the fucking thing comes up and when you're not paying attention, right out of the water. And
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
and
he didn't
you're
know
in a
the
boat.
difference.
That would freak me out.
Have you been on that one, John?
Scared about that? No,
Oh,
no.
man.
But I would
you
be,
eventually somehow got on that ride?
Oh, come on, we went on it every time we went. I was going on it. I don't give a shit about him. At the time, I was like, no, I'm going on it.
There was a pretty good.
So
There was
we
like
would-
flamethrovers coming out of the ocean and stuff.
Dude,
it was pretty cool.
great. That and Earthquake, fuck, man, those
Yeah,
were fucking
Earthquake was
awesome
good.
rides. But yeah, anyway, this is.
You ever gone Back to the Future?
Did I ever go on back?
That's a good one, too.
Multiple times.
That was a good one.
3-hour lines.
Yeah,
Give a shit. I remember there was a couple times we'd get out, like, you'd literally be the first one. We'd try to get there super early, and then we'd be hustling through the I had just pictured my mother now, like, all right, come on. We said we were going to do this.
Pick
We're
up
gonna
your
walk.
knees.
We're
Pick
gonna
up your
walk.
knees.
We know where we're going. We know which one we're starting with. We're going there now. Let's go. Hurry up. Let's go. All the,
Did you like
all
tie
the
strings all
ourselves.
around you guys?
Hurry up to relax. You need to hurry up to relax. Let's go. Like anxious-ridden relaxation. Yeah, anyway.
It's painting a picture of TC's childhood that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
It
well-
does, right? Yeah.
We're on vacation.
Hurry
Everyone
up.
fucking
We're
have
on
fun.
vacation.
Oh,
Everyone
God.
fucking chill. Let's go. Yeah. Shit. So yeah, Indiana Jones,
Indiana Jones, the trial scene. Never understood the first trial. You guys, do you see my problem with the first trial?
Oh, well, the first trial is
No,
with the
penitent,
blades,
particularly.
and you're supposed to kneel and then
penitent.
roll.
Penitent
Yeah.
man will pass. Penitent. You know
Duck.
that part? Penitent.
Duck. Just say duck.
But also roll.
Right, duck and roll.
If you're penitent, you fucking kneel and
Yeah.
you put your head forward where the
That's right.
second saw would get you.
Right. Nobody rolls in
There
church.
was 2 saws.
Yeah, no rolling in church.
How the fuck did Indiana Jones figure out that he needed to duck and then also figure out he needed to roll immediately afterwards to save his life?
Yeah, that's
He's
you got a good
just
point.
he's amazing.
He's just the best.
He's just
There's a
the
lot in this
best.
movie that is like that, but I'm going to point out some of the ones that stand out because that scene always just confused me. I don't know how he beat that one, but nobody cares. John
Well,
doesn't care.
That's right.
Don't care.
DC
Nope.
doesn't care.
Doesn't. He's
Nope.
all right. He's got to get
Yep.
going. He's got to keep going. Why didn't they just have one blade? They could have just had the one blade.
Exactly. For the one who didn't duck, the top blade,
Right.
the horizontal
Yeah,
cutting one,
right.
about 3 feet above the ground.
Yep, it's all you need.
That's all you need. Also, couldn't they have seen if it was just a horizontal blade that cut off your head or at least cut your chest in half if you didn't kneel? People might 10, 20 feet, 30 feet behind you might not have seen it. But the horizontal blade was a big fucking saw and it was, you could have seen it as it popped up. Don't you think the people that were like looking at the people dying would have seen the saw come out of the ground and be like, oh guys, there's fucking saws over there.
Yeah,
Watch out.
Yeah, watch
Yeah.
out for that
Or
one. Is that
Probably.
Saw.
Certainly, we know that their heads are getting cut off, so you probably need to not put your neck there.
Yeah.
So try. I don't know. I
Maybe
do think
next
that-
time. That guy walked straight up. All right, you walk
Yeah.
straight up. Let's hear the control of the experiment. We're gonna see what's
so
going on
basically
here.
there was like 40 people that went ahead of him and he figured out exactly what to do. Then they shot it. So don't stand up. Roll. You roll.
Oh, he didn't stand.
there.
He
Got
ducked out,
it.
but he still died. What's going on here?
Got it,
let's
got
work
it,
it
got
out.
it.
Let's
Just
say,
roll.
all right, you try this. Okay, Bernie, you go and try that. No, come
Oh,
on, just
geez,
try it.
nope.
Bernie,
there that
damn
goes.
it! Ah.
Hey, he had such nice ears, didn't he? I mean, it just sucks, doesn't it?
But I think church would have been a lot more fun if instead of kneeling, you tuck and roll. Like,
Imagine, yeah, like a
It's
tuck
like-
and
it's
roll
like-
every prayer.
yeah.
The whole place shifts every prayer.
You're really taking out the old demographic from church, John. It's like their big
That's true.
demographic. You have an ambulance outside the church every week.
Oh, it'd be just heart attacks. Every
Old Sally
prayer.
just
yeah.
fucking snapped her back.
Yeah, she did a
fucking
great roll though.
did
Am
make
I
it.
right?
Yeah.
Those ones where they die in mid-roll are the best.
There's no
That's the
better
way you
death
go.
than dying mid-roll in church. You go straight to heaven. No
You go,
questions
yeah,
asked.
that's the win. It's the win-win. You don't even have to
Yeah.
be praying at the moment.
You don't even
just
have to
gotta
go to like
tuck and roll.
confession. You just fucking go up into the
Nah,
sky.
so why are you here, son? I tuck and rolled. Oh, come on back, dude. We got a couple things waiting for you. You're good to go. All right, next. Yeah. Anyway.
He's a hypocritical archaeology teacher. In his lecture, he's like, archaeology is about reading and whatever. And if you want to like go on adventures, this isn't the class here.
Oh, he's a deadbeat professor too.
You can
doesn't-
tell he's
doesn't do
useless.
any-
Is he?
He's like flirting with the college.
No, he's
Oh,
not.
no,
The girls
he's-
love him because he's like famous. He's like a famous adventurer, basically. And he's also Harrison Ford, so he's good looking.
That's true. There's all of that, but he's never in his class. He's never like helping anybody during office hours. He's sneaking out of his window.
He's going to sneak out of his window. He's hiding away in that little chamber of his. Yeah.
I mean, so, all these kids, they need their grades. They got their own careers. They want to get going, And he's he's fighting Nazis.
It's note time. What else you guys got? I'm going to go through my notes.
I got nothing. It's just it's a hell of an adventure.
Yeah.
It's about what I'll give it.
I'm going to be right back.
Okay, he's going to be back. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to get another beer, TC.
All right, I might as well get one too. Fuck it. I'll be right back.
All right, ready for this round 2? I suddenly remembered my Charlemagne. Let my armies be the rocks and the trees and the birds in the sky.
You started out strong.
Damn it.
And then
I started smiling. I started smiling.
That's what it is.
Did you go practice while we took a break?
I feel like he did. He did.
I've been practicing for 3 weeks, John. This fucking episode's been delayed so many goddamn times. I've been sitting in my bedroom going, I suddenly remembered my Charlemagne.
Honestly, guys, I don't remember a lot of this movie at this point.
Oh, you should have an edit right before you showed up again, because TC and I were talking about our drug use.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's like, I was drunk during that one. I'm like, I didn't notice.
I was smashed during Dungle.
Really?
I
didn't notice at all, Denny, right?
Oh, God. Yeah. I was listening to myself trying to argue with you, and I wasn't able. I was just repeating myself going, that's really interesting.
Well, you're probably more self-conscious about your own drunken behavior than anybody else knows about.
That's true.
Yeah. I mean, John, to be honest, you probably sounded less... I don't know. Like when you're tired, you're kind of. To me, you sound like you could be drunk, but you didn't sound drunk at all. At least you had some energy on that one. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair. Right?
That's true. As far as I can remember. At least you're.
So normally I sound like I'm impaired.
Yeah, normally it sounds like you popped a couple of horse tranquilizers before the podcast.
He's got Valiums in. He's got
guys,
booze.
hurry up! I gotta get to my turn. It's almost 20 minutes into the episode.
Shit! There you go, Denny.
Wait, what the fuck are we talking about? Oh yeah, I was going to
just being fuck ups in a way. That's all good.
Kasim was the what's his name character, right?
The one of the protectors.
He was the protector guy, the guy with the tattoo on his chest.
Yeah,
he's the only good guy in the movie.
Yeah, I'm sorry he died, but yeah.
But I mean, think about it. This movie has Nazis are bad. They're trying to get the Grail.
Yes, the Nazis are bad. Agreed.
But
agreed. Got
what
is
Indiana doing? He's destroying everything in his path.
Well, he's trying to stop the Nazis from getting the Grail.
No, he's not. He's trying to get the Grail for himself.
No, it belonged to put it in a museum where it belongs, Denny.
So he can go and look at it.
Oh,
he likes looking at stuff.
I think so. I thought he just wants to keep it out of the. No, dude. There's probably the swashbuckling, he wants to win, right?
Well, yeah, I don't know, because those other people, in the beginning, I'm conflicted on this because he's heroic and he has ideals and it's great as a child, but he keeps his childhood ideals in his head as he grows older. Those people probably bought the land and got permits to excavate and dug up whatever the fuck that cross thing was per their right for whatever the hell this country has in terms of land sale and permitting and whatever. It was probably theirs, right? Can you agree with me on that?
Sure.
Do you know what I mean? The sheriff from the town comes and makes Indiana give it back because they probably bought it through the proper channels to go dig it up.
Well, they may, or they just bribed the sheriff, or they just bought it, but they really shouldn't be buying it. It really doesn't belong to them.
They didn't really specify that. I don't know. It could be.
And who says that? Why does it belong in a museum anyway? Why doesn't it go back to the people who certainly with if it's a Native American artifact or if it's a Spanish artifact, doesn't it go back to Spain or
what are they going to do with it?
Be?
They're going to give it to whoever the fuck is the most rich person in that area too.
They'll put it in a museum as well, I guess, but I don't know.
The right museum.
Yeah. Right.
That belongs in the correct museum is what he should say.
Yes.
Huh. You ever seen that Whitest Kids You Know sketch? You ever watch that show? This is probably going to be stupid, but there's a sketch where all it is they're trying to auction off Peter Frampton's guitar, and Indiana Jones stands up in the audience and he goes, "That guitar belongs in a museum."
That's great.
Yeah.
I like it.
All right, going through my notes here. That didn't make very much sense, so I'm going to pretend like I didn't say it.
I enjoyed it.
Did you like it how they built in that scar thing?
Yeah, that he had that in his that was just a scar he had anyway, right?
Yeah.
So
Because I remember I actually learned that when we were doing Blade Runner on this podcast.
Right.
But I had seen this movie a bunch of times and I didn't, I never put that together where, I thought the
they
scar was.
actually worked backwards or something?
Well, they
or
just he
the-
has the scar and they built
Yes, they
into
built
the
that into
Indiana-
the early life character or whatever.
of
when
the
he does
character
whip.
too. Yeah. Which is kind of cool.
Mhm.
It's kind of like
It's clever writing, you have to say, yeah.
it is. He can never do it again though, and he chose the right franchise to do it with.
True. Yeah, think about the money he makes off of that every year still. Residuals.
I mean, he's had so many big movies. He's probably rich as fuck. How rich is he right now? I'm gonna look
God,
that up.
I don't know. He's got to be loaded.
Yeah.
Hanging
Net.
out in the hills, just having a good time.
If you were to guess, I get the number right here. What would you guess? I don't even know how to guess at this number, but I can tell you it's a lot.
Maybe- I was going to say like 100, 110
John,
mil.
that was 200.
230.
230 mil. Holy
230
shit, man.
mil. And he's
Holy
also
shit.
he's currently slated to star in the upcoming Indiana Jones 5. No. Set
Huh?
for release in 2020.
Wait.
Fuck.
This was Indiana Jones and the last good one. That's what this was.
in the death of a franchise.
Yeah. There's another
That's
one.
funny.
Really?
Oh my God. Why?
Wow.
Why Spielberg?
I mean,
Why?
no, maybe it'll be better written and maybe it'll be good.
No, it won't. It
Well,
won't.
starts filming in 2020.
No, set for release in 2020.
Oh, I got a CNET article
Oh,
saying it
maybe
starts filming in 2020.
Maybe they bumped it back.
It's going to hit theaters in 2021.
Oh God, I'm probably gonna see it. God damn it! Why do they do this to me? They know people are gonna go see this no matter how shitty it is.
Screenwriter Jonathan Kasdan is taking over the script from David Krupp.
Who are
So
they?
it's already being rewritten, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything bad
No.
given how many times it was rewritten. Maybe
Yeah,
that's
as long as
good.
they wait
maybe
until it's good.
You got to have at least like 5 writers before. Maybe that was the problem with Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I don't know.
Yeah, but Steven Spielberg doesn't do movies anymore where he waits for a script to be good. Like if they keep rewriting it until it's good, that'd be great. But like my impression of Spielberg these days is like he's getting old. He wants to pump out as many as he can before he dies. He's not caring too much anymore.
You think?
Maybe or just
I don't know, man. His new movies kind of suck.
Ready Player
You
One
get
was.
fucking bored.
I never
Yeah.
saw it, but apparently it's bad. Did you see Ready Player One?
I did. It's a CG.
I
He's
did
using
not see
CG a lot. Like that movie is entirely CG. It's not very. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's certainly not,
It's not
anywhere near
good.
good. What? Who Framed Roger Rabbit 2? What the fuck is going on?
Oh, really? Who's going to be the lead in that?
I fucking what's his name is dead. So who the hell knows?
Oh, wow. That's impressive.
Charles
Um,
Fleischer? Wait, no, he's Bugs Bunny. Or Roger Rabbit. Bugs Bunny's gonna be in it? What the fuck? And Daffy Duck? Holy shit. Actually.
Yeah, well, that's what happened in the first one.
Well,
right?
yeah,
We
but that
had-
was
they had-
before you needed to get rights to do fucking everything. Like that
That's
Wreck-It
true.
Ralph thing, they only got like a few video game characters because these days it's expensive as shit to get the rights to anything. It only has the cartoon character people in it. Anyway, tangent.
Oh, in the late 70s, George Lucas and Steven Spielberg made a deal with Paramount Pictures for 5 Indiana Jones films.
Wow. Took them this long to do it?
I just wonder if that's going to happen, or if that's part of the reason. I don't know. Like, you have to.
Maybe. Don't those like contracts expire over at least 30 years?
Yeah,
like that's a
there's
pretty
some
long
kind of-
time.
yeah.
Do
Yeah.
they?
I don't know. Maybe not. I thought it was funny how to become Germans, they just switched hats. You guys notice that? It's like he wore the girl's hat, she wore the guy's hat, and they were Nazis.
Yeah, and everything's fine.
Oh, John, TC too, like we talked about this. Harrison Ford usually has one scene where he gets to do a silly accent.
Right.
And he had it in this one too.
That's true.
And it was pretty good, I thought.
Which one was, when did he do that? When
Stand outside and get the sniffle.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's true. He gets to have the one bonkers scene. He even got to have that in Blade Runner.
He did. Yeah.
He's great. I just love Harrison Ford. He's so good.
Dude, every time I watch Harrison Ford in a movie, I'm so conflicted on whether or not he's a good actor or if he just looks good on screen. And I'm just like, this is good. Like whatever he does is good.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm just happy to watch him.
Yeah. It's kind of weird.
yeah,
Can you tell?
well,
Is he a
he's-
good actor? Would you consider him a good actor? He certainly carried some of the best movies I've ever seen. And he's frequently good. But I don't know if it's because he's a good actor.
He's usually just kind of he's not like doing necessarily like great dramatic things, like what you might, he's not doing things that he's not like doing a Daniel Day-Lewis kind of thing at all. But he's just so charismatic, and he's more or less arguably playing the same guy, more or less, in many of his films, which it may just be kind of himself, but he's just fun to watch.
Yeah.
So it's okay.
Agreed.
So I think there's a number of like really good actors that just do that. Like Dwayne Johnson. I don't know if people think he's good or not, but he's likable, certainly.
John showing his true colors. He's The Rock. He's a big Rock fan.
Yeah, I like him. But he's not necessarily doing any kind of like serious or like character acting. He's just kind of playing himself.
Haven't you ever seen The Tooth Fairy,
well, yeah.
John? Jesus Christ. How dare you say he doesn't do character acting?
I did not. I had no desire to see it. So did you see it?
Well, then you don't know what you're talking
what
about.
What are your thoughts? You're right. I'm just making things up. Just fill in the space, Danny. Fill in the space.
Such is life, John. Such is life.
Yeah. Ever since you saw that guy dissolve in front of you, it's just
been fucking non-stop second by second life. Woo!
Just making the time go by.
Yeah. If you were a 700-year-old knight, is TC still there? Is he dead? You dead there, TC?
Yeah.
Oh, he's here. Okay.
I'm
TC,
live.
If you were a 700-year-old knight, and when you went in to like the fucking place to live for 700 years or longer, possibly,
Okay.
and like the day that you saw a person and they came in, they were wearing like leather jackets and had guns and shit. Wouldn't you react to that? Be like, whoa.
Yeah, I'd be like, hey, they came. We're fucked. They're here. Like
Yeah.
the gods have come. We're screwed. I don't know what this is, but it doesn't look right.
What are those little things you have in your hands? What do they do?
Is that a tassel on your jacket there, bub? No,
What do you do with that? Oh, you swing from the rafters with that duty there, bub?
Swing.
Yeah,
so you swing, huh, sport? Okay.
Just sitting there like,
Yeah.
man, what was he doing to pass the time? Hundreds of years in a little room.
Oh, he was ducking
Dude,
and rolling, really.
I was thinking that like if you're like stuck in that room, I think what do they try to do? Like the Grail works, but you have to drink from it all the time, and you have to live in that place. If I got old, or when I get old, and that was an option, I would just bring my
Tomorrow.
fucking PlayStation 7 or whatever the hell it's going to be when I'm old, and just plug it in, bring like a little generator, and just sit there and fucking live forever and play video games on an internet.
That sounds good. He had no video games though. I don't know.
No,
what he
but
did.
someone
He
should have
just
been
had
like,
to
dude,
meditate.
there's these things now. You can fucking put virtual reality things on your head. It's going to be sick. You can just sit here.
Besides, a lot of them are medieval themed, so he could fit right in.
That's true. There's sword fighting games. You'll be pretty good at them probably.
Yeah.
And then maybe give some feedback to the developers of those games to add to the realism. And they could put that on the box art to be like, real 700-year-old knight input for our combat system.
Indoors, yeah. Put them on the cover.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Great data point. Unbelievable data point.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. So I got a lot of trivia on this one, you guys.
Go.
Okay. There's a making of this movie. It's really good. There's a bunch of behind the scenes featurettes and stuff. All are pretty awesome. I have the box set of this, so it's like it kind of mixes it with the other 3 movies and sometimes the other 4 movies, unfortunately.
Okay.
But even so, it's still pretty good. The general vibe on set was that everybody was having a lot of fun.
Even JRD?
They didn't have very much behind the scenes footage with him because he's
Oh,
probably
okay.
pouting in his
wow.
goddamn
Maybe
trailer.
it was. I wanted to be Indiana Jones. Man.
But it was great. Like they show a bunch of scenes of them joking around between takes. Spielberg looks like a lot of fun to work with, and everybody kind of already. I mean, it must have been kind of easy to do this movie because they already kind of know where their characters are at. I don't know though, man. People fuck up sequels all the time, and this one's like one of the best third movies in a series.
Well, people
ever.
argue that Temple of Doom was a misstep. Although
Spielberg said it was a misstep. He actually made this movie to apologize for Temple of Doom. No reaction there. That's fine. Don't worry, guys.
I know that. I mean, okay.
Okay, what? Do you not agree with that? He did say that.
Yeah, no. I just wonder, like, what was he? How did he think he went wrong? Too many.
It was
spiders?
dark. It was too dark. There were no moments
Not enough
of laughter, like not one.
Right.
So if you want to give credit to why this movie's good, give Steven Spielberg credit for the father-son relationship and give George Lucas the credit for the Holy Grail
Okay, so probably then just Steven Spielberg, really.
Yeah, basically. But George
I
Lucas
feel like
was
that's
pushing
what makes
the
this
rail.
movie. But the all of that's incidental, as long as you're going to have some chase sequences or whatever, and some interesting, fun things happening, whether it's with ghosts or demons or peaches, whatever.
Or snakes.
But the
Peaches.
father-son thing, I think, is what makes this movie so fun to watch.
Oh, and here's not another positive thing for you, John. It was George's idea for the childhood story to be in there. Another strike for George. 3
Another
strikes
strike
and you're
for
out.
George.
Strike 2. Allison Doody?
Duty?
Doody.
I
Doody.
like to shop at
Dude, it might be
duty-free
Doody.
shop.
Allison Doody was 21 in this movie. She had never been in anything big before, and she was terrified to be in this movie. She didn't think she was
Yeah.
going to get it, but she did somehow. Probably because, I don't know. She looks pretty good on screen. I'll say it.
Youth.
Yep.
That might be it. But the first day on the set was the last scenes where like she was crawling out of the pit, basically, when the temple or whatever the hell you want to call it was like falling apart. Was
Right.
her first day.
When she was her final end because she wouldn't let go of the grail.
Yeah. Yeah. Harrison Ford did a lot of his own stunts. There was real fighting in the canal. There was real fighting in the boats. They really had that boat when it was like being sucked up by the propeller. That was all real. They did some like forced perspective stuff with a long lens and like a low shot on a longer boat than what they drove around with. So it looked the same size, but they actually had like some safe distance between them and the propeller, but it was chewing up the boat. And there's that scene where like you see it and like it's getting close to the little storage hatches and the hatches pop up. And I was like, wow, did they get lucky and like have that just happen? But no, they put explosives in the boat too for when the propeller hit like the end of those things. So they popped up to make it look extra cool. So that was all planned.
That was an impressive scene.
Yeah.
The propeller scene was pretty impressive.
Jumping across, like all the scenes of them jumping across boats and shit, that was all real.
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And like even all the explosion stuff, even though it was over the top, real vehicles blowing up in real places, pretty fucking cool. Oh, 12 years. Sorry, I was wrong too. Connery's only 12 years older.
That's fine.
Connery brought in a lot of character traits. He ad-libbed during the shoot. He came up with a line, she talks in her sleep, to kind of prove that he was also sleeping with the same Nazi girl.
That was very cute.
Was it cute, man? It was also
And
kind of
like a
weird
father
how
and
the
a son
father's
sleeping with the same girl.
Is that cute to you, John? It's pretty fucking weird.
It's
It
interesting. It's as long as they don't all do it together, I guess everything's okay.
If you think about anything in this movie, but yeah, it's really funny in the moment. If you think about it, you start to get a little uncomfortable, but in the moment, it's kind of funny.
I don't know if I'd
You
be
just don't think-
uncomfortable.
just
I'd
don't
just
think
be
about it.
like, hey, you got the first hour, I'll get the second. I don't know. Shit.
Yeah,
And edit. Go fuck yourself. He just made a prostitute joke and an incest joke in the same fucking line.
Keeping it in. TC,
Yeah,
that's totally
right.
allowed. That's within the realm of the podcast there, bud. You don't know that by now? What you been doing? Come on.
Fuck you. What are you listening to? Yeah.
On the Nazi set, the fire was real. All of the fire in this movie was real. All of it.
Yikes.
On set. That entire set was on fire when they were sitting on it. Like in the set. Yeah.
Damn.
A lot of it was like hidden pyrotechnics where like they had little almost like burner ovens through things. But things like the rug in the curtains and shit, can't do that. You know?
Huh. Okay.
So there was, I mean, they could like turn on and off, maybe like, they didn't say how much, but I would assume maybe like 50% of what's on fire, but the rest of it was just set on fire. And you're like, all right,
Yeah,
turn the
that's
burners
crazy.
on too now. And now we're going to shoot it. Don't fuck it up, dude. The fucking
All right,
thing's burning.
fuck it. Go
Do
for
it.
it. Let's go. Rolling. That type
Yeah.
of shit.
No, I know. Like the earthquake scene was all sort of like it was a whole. The set was on hydraulics.
It was
and,
30
like,
feet,
it actually,
30 feet underneath the hydraulics. It was
Damn.
all elevated 30 feet to get all
What
those
the
like the
fuck?
floorboards to move around.
Holy
Fucking
shit.
awesome.
And they would have like plaster in the cracks every time, so they
Yeah.
would reshoot it and they would like replaster.
How long do you think it
everything,
would take to, Johnny might know this since you knew the
shit.
plaster. How long did it take them to
No.
replaster it? To reset
no
the
idea.
entire thing?
like 5 hours?
30 minutes.
Oh damn! Wow.
They're fucking race car driver pit stop people, whatever.
wow.
That's
This is
super
movies,
fast, right?
baby. It's Hollywood.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
But yeah, that scene is fucking awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I guess operating at that level, movies would be sick to be a part of.
Yeah.
No,
It's
it's
rare.
very, that's a crazy thing to be a part of, right?
Movies
I mean,
like this don't get made anymore.
right,
it's really sad.
and right, and they don't exactly because you can do
And
it.
they will
post.
never be made again, ever. You know?
Yeah.
No, there's
I'm the
no
old
need.
guy who likes fucking Ben-Hur from the 50s or whatever the hell, being like, they'll never be like that again. And
That's fair.
then they got better, but then like
I remember movies back in my day.
real people in the movies, that was good.
And by then it'll be 30 feet, planks moving, plaster. And then someone will go, can someone shut him up?
Nobody cares. It's CG now, Gramps.
Nurse, what is wrong with him?
Oh, he's losing his mind. No, I'm just reciting trivia. It's all movie
It's
trivia.
from the podcast. Fuck you, people. There you go.
The motorcycle sidecar chase scene was added because they did like an original cut of all the scenes they were going to put in there in the first place. It was like, the first cut. And there was a lull in action. So it was added just to add action to the movie.
Really?
And they shot it in the Bay Area in a place called Lucas Valley. And I didn't look it up, but maybe it's because George Lucas owns it at this point. I don't know. But it's where George Lucas lives, in Lucas Valley. So that makes a lot of sense. But yeah, it's around here somewhere in the Bay.
In the Bay.
In the Bay. I thought there was
In
a
the
pretty
Bay.
funny part in that scene where like they're running away and then there's like a bunch of boats and they like turn the motor on and untie a boat and like push it into the water. And then the Nazis run up and see the boat and kind of get distracted and they're like, oh
Right.
shit, we're going to chase the boat. But then as soon as they might go away, they
Right.
pop
Then they
out of a
pull out
box.
with the motorcycles.
Yeah.
Like, you should wait a little longer.
like, wait,
Let
2
them go
more
get the
minutes,
boat.
man.
Yeah, I know. I said it at the time too.
Yeah, but as long as it leads to action, fuck it. Most of the uniforms the Nazis are wearing in that giant book burning Nazi march scene were real.
Bunning.
Book burning
burning?
Nazi march scene were real. They found a stronghold of Nazi uniforms, not movie related, but someone on the movie heard about it like within 5 years of when this movie was made, and they rented them and put them on people. Real uniforms.
Cool.
Here's a good one. Here's a good one.
Next.
The blimp scene. Here's a good one, guys. Don't worry about it.
What?
It's gonna be a good one. This one doesn't involve pants. The scene where Harrison Ford and Sean Connery are talking to each other, kind of, for the first time when they get a moment together on the blimp at the table.
Yeah.
It was hot as fuck where they were
Oh,
filming.
they weren't wearing pants. They
They
weren't wearing
weren't
pants.
wearing pants. And Sean Connery was the first one to do it. He just
Yeah.
he didn't ask anybody. He just took his pants off. They're wearing, a lot of people, if you look at that scene, are wearing like furs and shit. Like it's a lot of people
Oh
are
my
wearing
God.
things that make you sweat. But most people in that scene are young. Sean Connery's kind of old. He says he sweats if he's in like warm shit. Maybe that's why he wore the red diaper in Zardoz. He didn't want to sweat that much. I don't know. But he took his pants off because it was just like a waist and above shoot. They're sitting at a table. And Harrison Ford's like, what the hell is this? And he's like, what do you want me to sweat? They'll be patting me down 3 times, like every time during a take. And he's like, well, fuck it. I'm taking my pants off too. So they sat there
Nice.
2 feet apart from each other, no pants on, making a movie.
I mean,
Yeah, that was a great scene too. I love that. Tickets, papers. Yeah,
No
smack. It was funny.
It's like you don't suspect the fucking guy with an American accent speaking English
No,
on a Nazi
but
blimp.
I know that it gets back to like nobody else would do the expression the way Harrison Ford does. He'll do it probably the same way in every movie that he does it.
It's
if he
damn
were in
charming,
that
dude.
situation, but
Damn
it is
charming.
damn charming. Yeah.
Damn
And
charming.
that's what's so
I
great
love
about
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a stupid line done perfectly.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Yep.
One of the funniest parts of the making of is the scene where Harrison Ford runs at the seagulls and kills the plane. That tuk 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 thing. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Give me some fucking feedback here. Are you guys still there?
Yeah,
Are you
sure.
guys-
The birds
Is
fly
this thing
up
on?
into the plane. I'm with you, man. I'm with you. You're misperceiving my lack of attention. I'm actually engaged here.
You're what? Sorry, I was dying.
God damn it, I'm telling you, I'm paying attention.
Good. All right. So the
yeah.
funniest part of the making of is they wanted to use seagulls for that scene because they shot seagulls for the long shots and they needed the seagulls to fly. So what they did is they put a bunch of seagulls in boxes and they covered the boxes and they had like 8 guys laying flat on the ground on the beach with their hands over the covers of the boxes out of the shot. And when Steven Spielberg yelled action, they were supposed to move the covers of the boxes away and the seagulls would fly up and they get the shot of the seagulls flying away. When he yelled action, they all removed the tops of the boxes and none of the seagulls flew away. And so Steven Spielberg was like, shake the boxes. And so they grabbed the boxes and they shook the boxes and none of them were moving. And he's yelling this through like a loudspeaker, like one of those old school, like, I don't know what you call them,
Just,
hand horn, whatever's.
Yeah, bullhorn.
Bullhorn. And you could hear Steven Spielberg just laughing hysterically. He kept it up to his mouth, and he was just laughing through the bullhorn because the seagulls weren't fucking moving, ruining the shot. Then they tried to put them in like duffel bags and shake them out, and they wouldn't fly. They had to switch to doves eventually because apparently you can train doves to fly.
Huh.
So when you look at the flying
are just
seagulls,
too stubborn.
yeah, seagulls are dumb as fuck. But if you look at the like closely at the scene where they're actually flying, you can see their doves. So it's pretty nice trivia there. Just gonna say that. Give myself a 10 out of 10 for that one.
I think so. It's good.
So more trivia. It was really Harrison Ford hanging from the tank, and there was a bunch of dirt falling on him. There were people with shovels above him on the ridge throwing dirt with shovels down on top of him.
Oh, no shit,
God
man.
damn.
Yeah.
Dude, that's pretty crazy shit, man. Like,
yeah. You could,
think about what we do when we go to work, right? You're like, all right, now I'll type up the email. I'll run it by and we'll have a cut. We'll have a talk. We'll do a sing. And then the other people's jobs are, all right, so when I yell action, you take your shovels and you shovel that fucking dirt as fast as you can over the edge. And you're like, this is my day. Like, that's
it's
someone's
so good.
day.
They have the camera angle to the point where you can't see above the top of the tank spout or whatever the hell. So it looks like the tank is just so hard into the wall that it's making dirt fly out of the wall.
Dude,
but it's just lightly grazing it, and they're throwing dirt on top of them.
That's great. That's fucking awesome. I mean, Jesus Christ. Like you said, Denny, they're not going to make movies like that again, though.
No, they're not. It's sad. Yeah, they went all over the world for this movie. There's too many places to list. If you're curious, look it up. They literally went all over the world. It's fucking awesome. Some of these places are real, like the entrance to the Grail Temple. That's a real spot. You can go visit it. And a lot of other places are also real. I'll just say that because it would take too long to go through and it'd be boring.
Wow.
ILM, Industrial Light Magic, did the bridge scene where they pan, let you see that the bridge is actually there. You know that scene I'm talking about?
Which one?
The third trial.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Would you have any idea, before I watched this, I was always curious on how they did that scene. Would you have any guess on how they did that shot? On how they made it look invisible until they pan the camera?
I thought it's just perspective. Like it really just blends in if you're not looking at it at the right angle. What do you mean?
Like what blends in? What are they filming? What is he standing on?
There's actually a bridge there that just blends in because of the way it's colored, I'm guessing. And so it's just, if you look at it, if you're able to look at it from a different angle other than the way that you would look at it, if you're looking straight at it, then it would look like it's the cliff. And if you change the angle, then it's just going to look differently. So if you just paint it correctly, it could blend in. That's what I thought.
John. You're right.
Yeah.
Hey, but it wasn't a real bridge.
Johnny
it was
boy.
a miniature. So they put Harrison Ford, they superimposed him on a miniature. But that's basically what one of the set designers, he was a really good matte painter, and he was able to force perspective on that camera angle. Just like, make it look like it was the same texture as the background until you move the camera.
Yeah.
That seems like it would be very hard to do, but people are talented.
Yeah, you can, for some reason, I'm thinking there are a number of optical illusions where you just sort of like, you shift your perspective and all of a sudden the picture becomes very different. And so if you're just looking at a different angle.
Yeah, you always see those like street art people who like paint stuff on the ground that from a certain angle, it looks like there's a huge waterfall underground, but
right.
I'm sure it looks like shit
that.
from other angles.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. The tank scenes were undercranked because the tanks could only go like 15 miles an hour. So they had to fake how fast the horses were going because they were going really slow to keep up with the tanks.
Right, because the homemade tank they built didn't go full out. So
where did you get your trivia?
Well, it's all from the wiki page actually, but it was actually.
So I wasted all my time fucking watching this hours-long documentary shit.
John just,
I'm sure
wiki.com. Hey,
I'm sure whoever like filled out the wiki page just probably watched the documentary as well.
Fucking assholes! I'll have a word with them after this.
Yeah, you better. But I think it's still amazing that they're setting the scene up and they're building their own tank and then they're like filming this exciting chase sequence, but they've got to make it look faster than the tank actually is. So then they've got to figure out how to do that. So they're not going to show the ground moving necessarily, but then, I don't know, because that whole sequence was pretty cool.
It was. So, TC, I got some sound notes for you.
Okay.
You ready for some sound notes?
Sure.
How did they make the punch sound?
Oh, that's the first one I have. They did a bunch of things. It's a combination of a lot of things, but the most prominent noise that they mixed in from anything was hitting a pile of leather jackets and baseball gloves with a baseball bat.
That's awesome.
Really?
But that wasn't the only sound. It was a combination of a lot of other things.
Yeah, because it's just an amazing.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Totally fake, but super unique, and it's great
Oh, yeah.
for these movies.
But it works.
Yeah. The gunshots were recorded. So whenever I hear that type of shit, I remember listening to the Heat commentary track where some asshole, I forget who it was, told me that like Heat was the first movie since the 40s that they recorded gunshots. So
Right.
I apologize to whoever listened to that episode and thought that was true because I did too, but fuck that. They recorded
No.
real gunshots in this movie, so that means he's fake, false, and they could have done it in every movie before.
They've probably
Heat
done it
ever.
a bunch of times.
Yeah. Even just movies you don't even have gunshots, they're fucking recording gunshots just in case.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's possible.
Or they're just using recordings of gunshots that have already been recorded. Right?
Right.
Okay.
After the 40s.
Yeah. Right.
Probably.
I mean, come on.
The rat noises were chickens, and they
Really?
pitched it up. They pitched up chicken noises.
See, I love this type of shit. This is great.
Yeah.
Good trivia,
it
Denny.
is.
I'm awake now all of a sudden.
Yeah,
Hey, it's weird how
exactly.
that
I
happens,
say
right?
this best for last.
Hey,
Last piece
you
of
know?
trivia is the last scene when the temple was tearing itself apart and the floors were ripping. 2 blown up rubber balloons rubbing together.
Whoa.
And the funny thing about that one is once they said that, I went back and watched it. You
And
can
it's
hear
all
it.
you could hear?
Oh, you really
You
can
can
hear, that's
hear
what
it.
it is.
That's great.
There's other stuff going on too, but like the tearing of the
so
ground
when-
is rubber balloons.
So when you don't know about it, your brain like finishes the thought and it just seems to
And
work.
how do
but-
you come up with that shit? How do you know it's going to work? The sound guy was talking about it, and he's like, I just heard chickens, but apparently everyone thought that's what rats sounded like. I'm like, I thought it was rats. You told me it was rats,
Yeah.
and I believed you.
Yeah, I mean, this is, people get baked and they come up with an idea and they try and record it and it works. And it's fucking great.
Yeah, it's great. So is this movie. Would you put this in the top 250, TC?
Yeah, I would. It's a hell of an adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John?
Oh, yeah. I
yeah.
would.
I don't think I've
Yes.
ever seen anything like it. Does
Awesome.
Yeah.
so,
It's interesting how, like, for each of us, this film feels like a part of our lives.
Yeah,
with
for
a lot
sure.
of these good ones will be
That's true.
whether it's
Huge
positive
fucking
or negative.
influence. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Don't ever watch The Crystal Skull, TC. Don't ever do that to yourself.
I don't worry. I don't intend to.
I would
that
also
one
put
down.
on the top 250 easily.
However, I will be watching Zardoz. That's
You should, dude.
You
For
should.
sure. Get stoned and watch Zardoz.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. You will be
Yeah.
like, what the
what
fuck
the
is
fuck
going
is
on?
this? Yeah, it'd be like
Yeah.
2 a.m. I'll be calling you nonstop. Pick up the phone, Denny. We need to talk.
I have questions.
I have questions. And you're like, dude, what's going on? It's an emergency. So Zardoz, you're telling me. And then you'll just be like, Jesus Christ.
So really,
click.
the gun is
Click.
good. The penis is bad. Is that
Yeah.
what this movie's
Is
about?
that
I
all
can't really
this
tell.
is about? You're like, dude, go to bed. Fuck, Lord. Come on, Denny.
Call me tomorrow at like
Yeah.
10. I'll do an hour research. We'll get into it.
Yeah,
all right?
we'll talk to you. All right. Fucking leave me alone. Anyway.
Guys, next week, the last movie before we get into the top 100 movies of all time. Can you believe it? You sound very excited.
No, I
can
can't
hear.
believe it.
Sorry, I was
I'm-
swallowing my beer.
Yeah.
I couldn't. I couldn't.
And I choked on it.
I couldn't give any, exasperated like what I could do. I was just like, So
Ooh, this tastes good. I'm
yeah,
gonna drink some more.
little delayed on the. Damn, that's pretty crazy.
Number 101.
Can you believe that we've done
Scarface.
this fucking many episodes? I can't.
No, I
believe it.
can't. I can't.
Isn't it
Scarface,
fucking
guys, 1983. Brian De Palma. This movie is nearly 3 hours long. Just a heads up. Cool. I think we're done. What do you guys? Anything else?
Yeah,
Yep.
no, it's. I mean, it
Done.
was a more enjoyable one than some of the ones we've done. So,
Yeah.
Well,
I'm trying to be nice.
well
So,
said.
yeah. I'm glad we watched it. I'm glad I finally saw one. I just,
That is good.
I got to reset the
you're
memories.
about to see more of these films that everybody has seen that you have not seen
right,
as we get into
right,
the top
right.
100. man.
Typical thing. Like, I hate everything until I try it, and then it's not bad.
I feel bad for you because you don't get to say that really annoying. Never saw it.
Yeah, never saw it, dude. Don't know what to tell you.
What?
I'm fucking.
Star Wars.
I don't do shit.
Godfather?
I don't know what to do.
Lord
I
of
don't-
the Rings.
Yeah. Fuck Lord
You're
of
going to
the
be a
Rings.
part of
I'll never
popular
watch that.
culture, TC.
I'm
I'm
You gotta
watching
see what
Game of
that's
Thrones.
like.
I'm on season 3 already. I just started that shit like a month ago.
Do you like it?
I fucking love it.
Nice.
Kidding me? I'm an idiot. My mother and I were sitting there going, like, how stupid are we? We're fucking sitting there going, I don't watch that shit. Everybody
it's
likes
fun.
it.
It's
Everybody
fun.
likes it, so I don't like it. No, they like it. I don't like that. Now I watch it. I'm like, fuck, man, this show is fucking great. Maybe this will be Star Wars. Who knows? It's a whole new
that
chapter
would-
of life.
That'd be cool.
Right?
Accepting things that are good. Yay.
Yay.
Hey.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
Thanks for listening, everyone.
Yep.
This is a good long one here. Ooh, it's a very content-rich episode, you guys. Or you can like and subscribe on your favorite podcast app. Write us a review if you don't mind, and give us a 5-star. And Facebook and Twitter are things. Thanks for listening.
Thank you.
Next week, Scarface, and after that, top 5, bottom 3.
Fucking hell, man!
I gotta do some thinking.
I gotta remember what movies
making.
we watched. I gotta
scan back.
You think I'd learn from the last group? Like, oh, maybe I should take a note. Nah. Anyway.
I've been trying to text you guys more frantically this time too.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it's
you
working.
haven't. Every time I'm like, I still didn't do any of that shit, so I'm fucked again. So we're gonna see how that turns out. So, anyways, but
Yes, we will.
All right, boys.
Cool. All right, dudes.
Talk to
next
you.
week.
Yeah, take care, guys.
Stop